when you start to look into cloth nappies, it can be a little bit overwhelming, a little bit daunting, you're not too sure what you need. So we're going to have a look at everything that you need to get started with cloth nappies. We're going to put everything into our little shopping basket here, and hopefully by the end of the video you'll have a clear idea of what you need. Really easy, simple, away you go. So for daytime use, you're going to want around 15 to 20 nappies, depending on the age of your baby, but that's generally what you're going to be looking at. So you might decide you want to have one type of reusable nappy, or you might take our advice and try a few different types. Not all nappies will suit all babies. Some nappies will be quicker drying, offer more absorbency, and they'll all have a slightly different fit as well. So pick up a starter pack or something and try a couple, or use our local nappy library. We offer some various different trial and test schemes on the nappygurus.com. But once you know what you want, as I say, you want about 15 to 20 nappies. So a reusable nappy will look something like this. Inside, this is a one size pocket nappy, which is the most popular type of reusable modern nappy on the market. So you can see it comes with your absorbency built in here, so you don't need to worry about buying separate inserts. Once that's stuffed inside, the nappy just goes on and off in one really simple piece. So we're going to pop 15 of these into our little shopping basket. Next, you might want to think about nighttime nappies. Now, as your child gets older and starts to sleep through the night, you're going to want a nappy that offers a lot of absorbency. Now, generally with extra absorbency comes added bulk, which is why people will normally have a daytime nappy that's slimmer and a nighttime nappy that might be bulky, but it's overnight. It doesn't matter, but it does pack some absorbency punch. So you generally want to look at what we call a two-part nappy system. So something like this, which is an all-round bamboo absorbency. You've got an extra booster in there and a stay dry fleece liner, which we'll talk about in a moment. So that would go on baby, and then you would have a separate waterproof cover over the top. Again, there's different brands available, different materials. You can have cotton, bamboo, hemp, but you just want something that's going to provide that absorbency that you're going to need to last 10-12 hours overnight. We love pull-up style covers for overnight. You've got your nice soft fleecy cuffs, and these actually are really, really good for overnight use. As long as you've got a really good cover, the nappy underneath doesn't matter so much. The nappy is going to be really, really wet by the morning, but as long as you've got a good cover over the top, you shouldn't experience any leaks. So we're going to want probably about 5 nighttime nappies. Because they provide more absorbency, they do take longer to dry. So you just want to make sure you've got enough to keep your rotation going. So we're going to pop 5 nighttime nappies in there, and then 2 or 3 of the waterproof covers that go over the top. Next, we're going to look at boosters. Now, these will literally provide an extra boost of absorbency when you need it. So if you're going on a long car journey, or your little one's about to take a nap, or the nappy just needs to last that little bit longer, pop a booster in. Again, natural fibres are great for this. They can be teamed with microfiber, or you can combine different fibres, bamboo, hemp, whatever. Mix and match, great. You don't have to stick with the same insert in the same nappy. Just have a bit of a play and see what works for you. So we do love hemp boosters. So again, these provide so much absorbency, and they can be used in any nappy just to give you that extra boost when you need it. They're always handy to have. We advise getting, I don't know, 5 or 10 boosters at least. If you need more, you can add more, but pop some boosters into your basket. Liners. These can be either disposable or reusable, or you might not use any liners at all. It's entirely up to you. So disposable liners will lay inside of your nappy, catch any solids. They can be popped into the bin, ready to wash the rest of your nappies. They are handy, especially around weaning time. Again, not everybody uses them, but some people wouldn't do without them. So we recommend getting some. If you ever need to use any nappy creams or anything, you're going to want to pop a disposable liner in your nappy to protect the fibres. So pick up a pack of disposable liners, give them a go, see how you get on. Reusable liners. So these are generally made of polyester, so they provide a nice stay dry layer next to the bum. So if you've got a nappy that's made from natural fibres like a bamboo or a cotton or a hemp, they're going to feel wet next to the skin, so you're going to want to pop a stay dry liner in them. These can be used in any of your nappies to protect the nappy, prevent any staining, things like that, but they just get washed instead of thrown away. So pop some liners into your basket and happy days. When it comes to storing your nappies ready for wash day, you've got a couple of options. You might choose a traditional nappy bucket, or you might go for a hanging wet pail. So a bucket would generally be lined with a mesh bag like so. The nappies would go into here. You can then pull the mesh bag out of the bucket and put the whole thing into the machine, wash the mesh bag as well. Nice and simple. Or you might choose to opt for a hanging waterproof pail. This is my personal preference. They're just so easy. You can just hang them up in the nursery or the bathroom out of the way. Your wet nappies will go into here, and then on wash day just open up the zip and again just pull the nappies out, but then just wash the bag with the nappies. So you're going to want to have, if you go for this option, you're going to want to have 2 of these, so that when one's in the wash you've got another one to use. And then for out and about use, you can use a smaller version, again to pop your nappies in, to bring home ready for washing. These ones are fab. They've got double pockets, so you can actually use one compartment for your wet nappies and one for your clean and dry nappies, like so. So again, you want a couple of these, one for to use while the other one's in the wash. So we will pop these into the basket. And that is your reusable nappy stash sorted. You might choose to add to it, you might see a new print that you like, or you might want to try out a few different nappies. Fine. Again, you might want to add some boosters as you go along, but generally that's what you need to get going and get on your cloth nappy journey today. The only other thing that we wanted to talk about was reusable baby wipes. Now these are just so fantastic, they make so much sense, and actually we're finding a lot of parents are using these even if they're using disposable nappies. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about reusable wipes. So they're basically little squares of, again, different materials, bamboo, cotton, polyester, they all do the same job. So you would literally just use these like you would a disposable wipe, but instead of throwing it away, you wash it. They are so much more effective. So you will use one of these where you might use 5 or 6 disposable wipes, because they've actually got texture to them. So they will just remove everything as you need them to, and then you can just wash them and reuse them. You can use them for hands and faces, and you can get sort of different colours as well. So if you wanted to have you know, a set for bums and a set for hands and faces, excellent, fine. You'll use them for years. My daughter is now 13 and she uses cloth wipes as makeup removing wipes. So they just have endless uses, and they are so good and so good for the planet as well. So we do offer a really handy reusable wipe set on the website. So you can get your bamboo baby wipes, get a little beautiful little out and about storage bag. This is double layer waterproof, so you can pop your damp wipes in here ready to use as you go out. A little mesh wipes wash bag, so you are going to want to put your wipes into a mesh bag before they go into the washing machine. If some of the smaller wipes, you know, they could get caught up in the filters, which you don't want, so pop them in a mesh bag, away you go. And then in terms of a solution, so some people will just use water for their wipes. You can wet them as you go, or you can have them, you know, damp ready to use. It's entirely up to you, and you will find a way that you like, that works. But there's a new product that's recently come out that we absolutely love, and this set includes those because we love it so much. So this is Poppets. So these are little reusable wipe solution pods. So these literally dissolve in warm water, and then you would pour that over your wipes, and it creates an instant solution. So these smell amazing. Your wipes will stay fresh smelling for days, and they also just make them silky soft. They're just amazing. So highly recommend these. And as I say, the little reusable wipe set includes a box of these as well. So check that out on the website. We'll actually include a video link at the end of this video to our video guide for poppets, so you can find out more. And that's your lot. If you want any more information, just go to www.thenappygurus.com. There's plenty of guides and information. We've got a live chat. We've got Nappy Gurus on hand to help all the time. And yeah, any questions, just give us a shout.